All right, let's bring you this story now. The West Premier Bushy Maape is being criticized for insinuating that the roads in the province are in a good state. In his SONA debate, this was last week, Maape claimed that he traveled almost 200 kilometers from Mahikeng, that's the capital of the Northwest, to Rustenburg without hitting a single pothole. But residents say they're outraged by these claims, given the dire state of most of the roads in the Northwest. Refiloe Seboko is our reporter, and she joins us live now. Refiloe, I don't know what it is that you are trying to do there, perhaps trying to outshine the Premier. Are you suggesting that perhaps he told untruths in Parliament? You are standing next to, it doesn't look like a pothole, actually looks like a manhole right now.
Well, good morning, Kholi, and good morning to our viewers. I'm not trying to outshine the Premier at all. I'm just trying to tell the truth and also show our viewers the reality of the state of the roads here in the Northwest Province. When he says that he traveled from Mahikeng to Rustenburg, which road in Mahikeng that he used to exit. Where we are now is the Nelson Mandela Drive. But before we just show you the state of this Nelson Mandela Drive, which is the main road as cars are coming in and out of Mahikeng, we remember just a little bit earlier we talked to the spokesperson of the Northwest Premier's office, Dai, also highlighting that there are infrastructure projects that are in place, also the budget that is allocated for that. Let's listen to him just before we show you the state of this Nelson Mandela Drive road.
Premier was specific. He referred to some roads in the Northwest Province which are in a good condition, and he equally acknowledged that there are roads in the Northwest Province which need the immediate intervention of government. So the Premier is not oblivious to some of the challenges that has to do with road infrastructure in the Northwest Province. Neither is the provincial government resting on its laurels in trying to find a permanent solution to this particular challenge. The provincial government has set aside something like 1.3 billion rand to try and address challenges of potholes in the province.
And well, Kholi, just as Senator Dai is explaining there, to say that the provincial government are giving the roads necessary attention. I'm going to get into a pothole. You say it looks like a manhole. That's just how deep it is in this main road of the capital city of the Northwest, which is Mahikeng. When we were talking to some of the residents who were traveling here, some were driving here, they were saying that when you are not from here and you'll be driving in this road, it's easy for you to drive into this pothole, get your car damaged or your tires damaged, and they're saying that they are just really aggrieved by what the Premier has said. I'm also just going to move just so that we also just give you a clear picture of what the Nelson Mandela Drive really looks like. Like you can see, Kholi, that this is a busy road, right? Traveling, so like I said, some are driving into this road. I'm just going to get out of shot so that Zelaka can show you the state of the road here. And well, they said that there is an infrastructure project that is they are working on, that includes with the Department of Public Works in the Northwest Province. When you see they will be together with the Office of the Premier to fix the state of the road, the appalling state of the road. Some residents are saying it is very sad, and they are very aggrieved and were shocked to hear what the Premier was saying during that State of the Nation address, rather his address during the State of the Nation address. This is what we are seeing. It's also a pothole. Also, as well, in deep, this is the extent of the potholes, and when they have turned themselves into some sort of a mini dam, like you're saying, a manhole. if I'm able to walk around like this, some areas from where I'm walking, they are really deep, and it feels like, I'll just get deeper and deeper into the ground. But I'm just showing our residents in the Northwest Province and just the nation as a whole to say that some are saying that they are really disturbed that the Premier was able to be in front and tell the entire nation that the state of the road here in the province are in good conditions. I'm walking through the potholes, and you understand that some of the residents were saying that driving into, or rather through this Nelson Mandela route, you have to duck and dive. One of the motorists that we had a chat with earlier said that I nearly caused an accident because I was just trying to duck and dive and make sure that I don't get to fall into the pothole. But this is the state of some of the roads, like they are saying that the Premier was not saying that the entire province, it doesn't have potholes. But residents are saying, why is it that the focus is on those roads that are being fixed? When are those that are yet to be fixed going to be fixed? Why is it that they are not being given the necessary attention so that when the Premier says the state of the road in the province it's on par, it means that they have been on the ground and also see what residents have to drive through on a daily basis. This is a day-to-day experience for motorists in the Mahikeng, the capital city of the Northwest Province. Some areas we also saw response from people in Brits as well, in Rustenburg as well, in Klerksdorp, who are saying that in fact when we were driving to Dielpan yesterday, and as I was driving also, I got the shock of my life to also hear the Premier saying that there's somebody who drives around the province in trying to tell good and bad stories of the province. I was just as shocked, Xoli, to hear that the Premier says that state of the roads here, they are in good condition. But like you're saying, you can see together with our viewers, some state of the roads, or rather the roads in the province, in the capital city of the Northwest Province, Mahikeng. This is the state of the Nelson Mandela Drive, which is the main road that cars drive in and out of Mahikeng.
Refiloe, when does the Premier table his State of the Province address?
This coming Friday. In fact, when we were chatting with the spokesperson, Tatai, in trying to arrange the interview for him to clarify what exactly the Premier was saying when he was making mention of potholes in the province, he told us that he was busy trying to sort out logistics when it comes to the State of the Province address, which is happening this coming Friday. And I think we are all waiting with bated breath to hear what really is the Premier going to say when you talk about service delivery as a whole, when you talk about state of the roads in the province. I think a lot of Northwest residents are waiting to hear what exactly will the Premier say, or try to also shift or also clarify once again what he meant when he talked about the state of the roads, potholes in particular in the Northwest Province.
Refiloe Seboko, thank you very much for that show and tell, because that's the capacity we have as television news reporters. We cannot only speak about what is going on in our country. We can actually show you through visuals, and that's the trouble that she has had to go through, take off her shoes and actually literally walk in those manholes. Those are not potholes anymore. Mr. Premier, where are you?